The Tag Team Championship match. This is the match that I had my eyes on. This, for me, had to be legendary. Because, my God, the hype for it. They've built this well. They have. Absolutely, I think. Some things haven't gone down as well. But overall, this felt big time. This should have been the main event, for my money. I would have been more than happy with it being the main event, particularly as we found out that there wasn't anything that was going to, move the needle in terms of the main event itself. FTR captured the Tag Team Championships. That's what I wanted. That's what I hoped for. It would have been catastrophic if they hadn't won this match. It would have completely destroyed everything they have. They have had the tag team division hostage for the last 6 months, having the belts on Omega and Hangman Page, and bar 2 or 3 excellent world-class matches, it has to be said, one including with the Young Bucks, who I'm not a fan of, but I'm quite happy to admit that was a world-class tag team match. It wasn't the greatest tag team match of all time, and frankly, if you think that, you're a fucking moron and need a slap, but it was world-class nonetheless. Definitely one of the better ones. But if you take those away, this has gone on way too fucking long. Hangman Page, Did you know he's an alcoholic? It's worse than a dentist stick with Britt Baker. Every 5 minutes he's got a drink. He's drunk. Oh, he got used by FTR. Oh, they played him. Oh, we do feel sorry for Hangman Page. I feel sorry for Hangman Page because he's in the worst creative possible that he's got to put up with them fucking clowns around him. The fucking douchebag fraternity that is the Elite, which frankly is one of the worst and most overrated factions of all time. By the way, they're the reason that the Bullet Club ceases to, have any relevance anymore, because they spent so much fucking time diluting the process. We're an offset of the Bullet Club and all this stuff. It just, no, you had absolute gold with that, and just like the NWO, you just fucking ruined it by having way too many cooks in the kitchen. This match was excellent. All 4 of these guys are world-class workers. I am so excited about the idea of Hangman Page snapping and becoming the singles guy. That being said, the end of this match was sloppy, which disappointed me. They gave him 2 spike power drivers. I get what they were trying to do. Kenny Omega accidentally hits him with this Whopper V trigger, and then he's like, he's trying to wake him up, he's reaching out to him. The reaction didn't make sense at the end. If anything, Hangman Page should have come to and snapped and just beat the fucking shit out of Kenny Omega. But Kenny Omega comes across as a monster heel here because he's the one who cost them the match. And yet, he's the one who sort of lets Hangman Page fall to the floor. And he's like, fuck you. You're useless. I've had enough of you. Nah, we've had enough of you, mate. The best wrestler in the world? My arse. That's all I ever hear about, is that Kenny Omega is the best worker in the world. He's the best wrestler in the world. He's actually not. He's not. He really isn't. I believe Pac is the best wrestler in the world. And frankly, Pac showed that by having the best matches Kenny Omega's had in this company, at least from a single standpoint. I think Pac is fucking incredible. I think he's tenfold the wrestler Kenny Omega is. I said it. He's a far better... Kenny Omega is a garbage promo. He's a terrible promo. He's a terrible entertainer. He's a world-class athlete. I, at one point, adored Kenny Omega, particularly in New Japan, but that seems like that was his ceiling. I don't think he's translating well in North America. And, to be honest, the ironic thing about this whole thing is, this seems to be a real circle jerk for the Elite. This whole project. Oh, it's our buddies project. And yet, somehow, Kenny Omega is coming out of this looking fucking boring and average and stupid and, frankly, a bit of a douche. He looks like a dumbass frat boy. He does. He looks like a bit of a demented poodle out there. I don't know what's going on. They don't seem to have a fucking clue, and he seems a little bit clueless as to what he's doing as well. He's putting in great performances physically, but... yeah, no, I gotta say, this match was great. It was easily the second best match of the night. That being said, it wasn't nearly as good as I wanted it to be. And I'm actually a little bit disappointed. I didn't hate it by any means. I'm not heartbroken, but I am a little bit disappointed. I thought this was going to be 5-star. I really did. I gotta be honest, their match with the Young Bucks, Page and Omega, was far better. And do you know what this proves to me? FTR are one of the best tag teams of all time, particularly in the modern era at least. And yet, even they can't get a world-class match out of the Spot Monkeys. Kenny Omega and Hangman Page, I think Hangman Page with a different partner, this could have been 5-star. I really do. I think there was a real clash of styles here, and when it was all said and done, I don't think they work together as well as people think they do. And I'm seeing people acting as if this is genuinely they're acting as if this is the second coming of Sting and Ric Flair. Oh my God, did you see what an incredible match? It was good. It really was good. It was an excellent match. Meltzer would probably give it fucking 7 stars because he, finger blast Kenny Omega from any distance. But ultimately, I thought this was a bit underwhelming. Considering it's the best tag team in the world for many, and 2 world-class athletes, and one who has the potential to be a megastar in Hangman Page if they do him well after this. Feels like they've thrown all their eggs in one basket, and that is the Hangman Page Kenny Omega implosion. And obviously we're going to be leading to that, and I hope Hangman Page just basically goes completely radio rental and batters the rest of them fuck nuggets, because I honestly feel like the sooner you can get him the fuck away from the Elite, the better. Because from this point onwards now, it's now a downward trajectory for me. And it's taken way too fucking long. It's taken, the better part of a year to finally get to this moment where they, and in doing so, they hijack the tag team division, which has been booked atrociously. We've had 2 singles guys at the top of your tag team division, in a division that has the Lucha Brothers, that has Proud and Powerful, that has Private Party, that has SCU, that has Jurassic Express. You've got all of that at your disposal, and you put the belts on these 2 just so you can get over this rivalry? Stupid. Congratulations on completely hamstringing one of the potential to have one of the greatest tag team divisions of all time. This is the most stacked tag team division I've ever seen. And yet, you completely sacrificed it just so you could get these 2 over more. And you know what? Hangman Page getting over is great fun, but not at the expense of the rest of the roster. Sorry, lads. This wasn't the match I wanted it to be. And I am thrilled that FTR are the champions, but ultimately, slightly underwhelmed. And this was the match I was pinning my hopes on to carry the show.